What would you think about as you drown? The good memories, the bad ones. For our protagonist, it was neither. He could barely remember his own name. There was nothing but darkness until he saw a glimmer and felt his existence pulled as if by a string. His soul was traveling through countless lives. Each one rejected him. He was a lost soul searching for a vessel. Over and over, he was reborn until he finally found a body that could contain him. He then wakes up and is confused, but nevertheless, he's happy to be alive. He doesn't seem to remember who he is fully, but he remembers just enough to tell that these monkeys are different from the one from Earth. And he figures out the name of the guy. The guy he got reincarnated the body that he's in. Yes. Turns out with what the previous owner of the body thought to be a healing potion, he drank poison instead. Maybe the guy might have some enemies. Nevertheless, our protagonist decides to think about it later and hopes that whatever made the hole in his chest is long gone. He then suddenly feels a drool from from one of the monkeys above him attacking him. Our protagonist does manage to dodge it and begins to run away. As he's running, he decides to not die as a coward as he just came back to life. He puts his hands up and casts some sort of spell. He's surprised by this and thinks, yes, I can do this. It's his head cut into one, two, three, four, five pieces. His soul's head flies out of his body. And he begins to think that maybe has the world record for dying the fastest. But as he's thinking about that, he suddenly begins to remember his past life and what came after that. After dying, he ended up in a long line, and the only thing he could do was reflect on his past life. Not that it was anything special, as he never got married, never had any kids, didn't get to grow old, and according to him, the only thing he had was a useless degree. But he loved teaching, and he wishes to never forget those moments. Centuries passed, and the only thing he could do was step forward into line when it was his turn. Until finally he made it to the front. He then sees a pink-haired lady who commends him for the life he lived, as many prayers was sent up for him. He is relieved by this and asks if she's like a god or something. She then tells him that she's one of many beings of reincarnation. She then tells him to drink from this well and he'll lose his memories, but he'll be reincarnated. He's saddened by this and was about to say something, but he's interrupted by a crack in the sky. A being of darkness comes forth and attacks the pink lady. Protagonist wonders what will happen if if he dies in the afterlife, but he doesn't want to find out. He decides that the only way out of this is to drink from the well, and it's no use thinking what will happen to his memories. While the beings are fighting, they clash, sending MC flying into the pond. Now, mind you, while the beings were fighting, the lady, the being of reincarnation, got her arm cut, spilling her blood into the pond as well, and the lady cut off the arm of the other being, spilling his blood into the pond too. Now, as MC is sinking, he drinks the blood from both of them. We then cut back to the MC. His soul is still wandering, and he ponders if he has to wait in line again. When suddenly a black string grabs him by the neck and drags him back into the same professor's body. He wakes up confused, as this is as the return of the rune-bound professor. May God bless you. Have a good week.